right, now, after we got that interlude out of the way, the next star that wanted to get on early and get the fuck out of there before anybody got set on fire was MJF. So now we get the table and thumbtacks match between MJF and Mark Briscoe. I mean, any longtime listener of the program will know that this is, in my opinion, the stupidest thing that they've ever done in wrestling is the thumbtacks, which is just ridiculous and just low rent and stupid and silly and childish and juvenile. All the other synonyms that might apply to those words. But if you've got Moxley, I mean, he can do that as well as he can do anything else. Moxley's the shits in the ring as a professional wrestler, as a worker, both psychology and physically. He's suited for the garbage shit. But both of these guys are two of the better in-ring performers on the roster in this company. Mark Briscoe, because he can have good matches with people that know how to work. He just has he's fallen into the habit of doing the hardcore stuff because they think because he came from Sandy Fork and Ring of Honor and that type of thing, that's all he can do. He can actually have matches with people that can work. He just doesn't get too often. But MJF, as we've seen, psychology-wise, can put a main event match together. He's a smart kid. So to have both of them tied up in something that any garbage wrestler can do, it makes the show look more indie and outlaw and mud show. You could have a good match with these guys if you didn't ruin the ring by dumping 2 buckets of thumbtacks in it before the match starts. And still, MJF understood and he tried to milk the idea of them falling and rolling around in the tacks and etc. and get as much mileage out of it as possible. But again, you know that Mark Briscoe, because he's not going to say no when people ask him to do something or paying him this much money, and he's done it for far less. And MJF at some point has to goddamn humor this fucking special fellow that he works for and pays him all that money and indulge him in his indie-minded goddamn outlaw wrestling fantasies. So we end up with this. And, you know, again, it's so embarrassing. Two of them, and I made notes on, and by the way, MJF was smart enough to wear big old thick white gloves. Even though they both got their shirts torn off and were rolling around in the shit, at least MJF had the gloves on. But I made notes, but why? MJF put Tacks in Briscoe's mouth and backdropped him in the Tacks, and then MJF took a backdrop in the Tacks, and then a spine buster in the Tacks. And then I wrote, Briscoe hit a dive and pulled a table out and got a chair, broke 2 tables, more bumps in the Tacks. Then he pulled out a chair covered in Tacks. Then MJF tombstoned him on the chair with the Tacks, 2 count. And then he pulled out another table and poured 2 bags of Tacks on the table. And they had a fight on the top, which was somewhat lengthy and contrived until Briscoe elbow dropped MJF through the table. And after he came off the top rope with an elbow drop to put MJF through the table that was covered with Tacks, he didn't cover him. He went up to the top again and dropped another elbow drop on him. And then he picked him up. And then he picked him up and hit a J driller in honor of his brother on the corpse, the lifeless corpse of what was once MJF. 1, 2, 3. Surprisingly enough, it just, I know they're getting paid a lot of money, but at some point you would think that somebody would be able to say to Tony, just know what the fuck is the matter with you? Just because we did this shit at one point when we had to work in fucking rec centers doesn't mean that we can actually do this shit for real. We don't have to do this like the other clowns that you pay a lot of money to. We can do the shit we're supposed to be doing. Anyway, Low Rent, one of both guys' worst matches ever because of the stupidity factor, even though MJF did try to put some logic in it. But I mean, tell me what I missed about this masterpiece.
Well, again, not my favorite kind of match. At first, I thought MJF was going to tease the whole match and he would take a bump and not take any until the very end.
And then that would be the big bump in the Tacks, and then here's your finish, boom.
But obviously, they were going for the gore aspect. Well, minimal gore compared to other things on the show now that I think about it.
Well, but then you've got the visual of the thumbtack sticking in Briscoe's bald head and in both of their backs and their arm. It's so stupid.
And Briscoe gets the win.
It's jackass. It's jackass.
And MJF loses. I don't know if that hurts him. I don't know if anything hurts him or helps him right now.
No.
But, Briscoe, who lost nonstop, got a big win to end the feud, hopefully, thankfully. Better be. And they teased already. I don't know, do you want to talk about the promo? Or did you see the promo that he did later on?
Well, let me just say that to respond to what you said, no, it's about time Mark Briscoe wins a big one. It was not about time. It's been a long, long past time. I'm not disputing the finish. I'm disputing the guy biting the head off a fucking chicken level match they had to have to get there because these people's minds are in the indie gutter. But the promo, tell me what you're saying here.
They did a promo with the other members of the conglomeration. I think it was Willow Nightingale, Harley Cameron, Roderick Strong, Kyle O'Reilly, and there was another person. Hologram.
I can guarantee you I didn't see it.
And Hologram. And the whole time Kyle's on the phone and Mark Briscoe's giving a big fired up promo that the conglomeration is back. He's got his big win. Harley Cameron really hamming it up. And then they reveal that the friend that they asked to be part of the big match against the Don Callis family on Wednesday, his answer was, whatever. So they're teasing the big comeback of your favorite wrestler of 2019, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, thankfully I had forgotten about him. I thought he just went away by popular demand. What?
They're bringing back all the greatest hits of the first year. They're trying to do everything they can to get back all the people that, when they still had a spirit, they were there. But
the thing is the people they had in the first year is the reason why they lost half of the people that they had in the first year until now, because the people, they didn't like those people. Not their longing to see them come back. They want fewer of them, not more. Anyhow,